All right, we are getting started here. Okay, so welcome. This is training video number 4. We're going to start getting a little bit more into the meat of what we do, how we do it, what we think are the best ways to market our products and services, mostly pertaining, this video will be pertaining to um, enrolling merchants, vendors to our program. So I'm going to do a share screen here. Bear with me just for a second. Hit share screen, entire screen, yes, and share. We're going to go to our PowerPoint presentation. Here we go. And there we go. So we're going to talk in this video very specifically the 3 major approaches for our vendors, and we'll get right to it. The basic approaches are going to be, and I'll break each one of these down based on our experience, based on what we've been doing so far, based on what we know works. And so, as the old saying goes, why reinvent the wheel if it's already working, right? So, we're going to be showing you what works. Now, that doesn't mean that there's other things that might not work that you might actually even be good at. And hey, look at, we'll learn from you. But we're at least in this video going to share you what we do know works, it gets results, and is going to improve your earnings potential, because that's really at the end of the day, that's the bottom line. So we're going to talk about personal contacts, family, friends, acquaintances. You once you start thinking, you'll be surprised at how many people you personally know are business owners, which is a great place to start. We're going to talk about cold calling, in person, B2B marketing, and of course, emailing and telemarketing. Those are the major things that we do, and we'll get into that. So first thing is we're going to talk about, let's just start right off with the easiest thing to do. The easiest thing to do is, of course, contacting people that we know. Maybe these are contacts that you have in your phone. The average person has 400 contacts just in their phone. I got to believe that you probably do too. And a lot of those are going to be business owners. So, you can start by a text message. Hey, we haven't talked in a while. Um, and wanted to share an opportunity with you. Are you looking for more customers for your business? What a good way to start with just a phone contact person. Then you have emailing, pretty much the same thing. We all have a lot of email contacts, and so we'll get into that a little bit. But I think that working your phone contacts, working your email contacts, and really honestly, connecting with people that are family, friends, associates, people that you know. And of course, the one thing I want to drive home here is as you go through your personal contacts and leads, remember these are the easiest people to talk to, number one. But number two, it's a great way to start getting referrals. Who else do you know that's a business person I could talk to? If you can get 3, 4, or 5 referrals, starting with the people that you may not ever have to do anything else, because as we start getting into the market, we talk about this, everything is referral based. If you can continually get referrals from people, you could potentially have an endless supply of leads. And that's what it's all about. Basic approach, ask if it's okay to send them some information. Just say, look, I'm working for a new company. I am the marketing director for XYZ County. We are doing fundraising for different organizations that deal with homeless families that have kids, teens that are aging out of the foster care system, which is broken. These kids, they turn 18, they have nowhere to go, they have no money, the system is broken, and so we are continually working with organizations that are raising money to do that. Are you looking for more customers for your business? Because we could put you onto our price point card, which we sell to consumers, which helps to raise money. Would you be interested in learning more about that? because it would be a great opportunity for us to work together. So very simple approach. That's basically what I do. Um, the suggested pitch, when following up, are you looking for more customers, which we kind of just hit on a little bit. Following up is really huge, and we'll talk a lot more about that as we go on. Um, when you're talking to a business, it's really important. I think 99% of business owners will, number one, hear you out. They're also going to understand a little bit better about what you're doing once you explain it. But it's critical that you make sure that they are willing to make some kind of an offer. There's no value to us if a business is going to not make some kind of a, this is not for advertising. This is not for branding. All right. This is because our card holders are looking for deals. They're going to buy this card, right? The price point card. And they're going to see Bob's flooring on here, and Bob just doesn't want to give any deals. It's probably not a good idea to put Bob's flooring on here, because the price card, the person that's spending $60 to buy this card might even be a little bit upset that this guy's just on here for branding purposes. He's not doing any deals. So and it's quality, right? That's what we're kind of talking about, is the more value we can add into this card with people that are giving really, really good deals, the more people are going to be excited about renewing their card when it comes up for renewal, because they can keep using it, saving money, getting deals. They're going to renew the card, which means you're going to make more money. So think of it that way. Did you understand the information I sent you? Just another very good question. It's just an open-ended question to keep the conversation going. Do you have any questions about what we're doing? Does it make sense to you? I usually do. Does this make sense to you? Could you see your business getting involved with us? Are you open to joining our preferred vendors? And what plan works best for you? Did you kind of understand the three options that we have? Or I'd like to just present the 198 and the 79 offers. Well, I'm still kind of thinking about it a little bit. I don't know if this is a really good fit for us. Well, Bob, we really want you involved with us. Could you see yourself putting together some kind of a deal for our card holders? Yeah, I probably could. Okay. If I have to, I mean, to be honest with you, Bob, here's the deal. If you pay the 79 or 198, it helps us to pay the people that are behind the scenes that put all the hard work to put all this together, right? But if I have to, I'll give you a free coupon for your first year, and I'll give you a code, and you can just come on board. It's absolutely free. You just put in the code, save, and you save a bunch of money. If you can see your way to doing at least a 79, that'd be great, right? But I will give you code. So you have that in your arsenal if you need to close to get them on board. It's critical that every person you talk to has to have some kind of results. Keep this in mind. I'm going to repeat this. Every person you talk to, there has to be results, meaning they're either coming on for free, they're coming on for 79, or they're coming on for 198. But you don't want to keep wasting your time going back to these people, right? You don't want to, and then eventually they're going, well, I'd do it if I could do it for free. Well, if you've had 3 conversations with them, you're spinning your wheels, and you're not, so I always have it set in my mind, if the guy's got to come on for free, let's get him on board so I can move to my next phone call. I can move to my next appointment. Because at the end of the day, if they come on board and they're for free and they can still give us a really good deal, some kind of an offer, I'm willing to do it because I want to get my communities filled up. Cold calling, B2B marketing. Some of us are really, really good at it, and some aren't. I'm not. I'm not one of these. I'm not a very good person at cold calling and B2B marketing. I'm not a good door knocker. So that's not my cup of tea. But have I done it, and will I do it? And have I been good at it? Yes, because I have found that when I talk to business owners, they listen. And so here's what I suggest. If you're going to do cold calling, is make sure that you stay in a specific geographical area. Don't work auto repair businesses. And then because you're going to spend you're going to spend a lot of time and spin your wheels constantly driving through all these geographical areas if you work categories. So what I want you to do is think in terms of, I want to hit 50 business owners in this geographical area. before I go home. Now, you might not talk to them. You might get their business card. You might get their name, their email, phone number. You might have to do some follow up. That's okay. Getting business cards and then maybe sending up an email, doing a follow up, that's okay. But work a geographical area and set a goal that you're going to at least talk to all the business owners in this area before you go to another area, and focus on, you may have to come back to this area and, having a meeting, an appointment or whatever. So set a goal to reach all the business owners in that area. Meetup.com, if you haven't been on there, I recommend that you create an account. It's free. If you go to meetup.com, and then when you get there, create your account. And then once you do that, you're going to put in your geographical area where you live. And then you're going to go in and do a search, and you just put in business. And what will come up for your market area are all businesses that have networking groups. And you can join these groups. Usually it's free. And when they have a coffee meeting, a network meeting, a business networking meeting, you'll automatically get an email notification, and you can go to that meeting, and then you take your marketing materials with you, and you can actually network with business owners. This is a great marketing tool. It makes marketing and cold calling a little bit easier because you're catching business owners when they're off the clock, when they're relaxed, and they're really willing to listen and talk to you. I have had really good luck with that. I've been consistently getting business that way, and it really truly works. It's fun. Chamber membership. If you don't have a chamber membership, you may want to consider joining the chamber. You're more than likely going to be able to connect with 200-300 business owners. That in of itself could be really, really valuable. And usually chamber memberships are not that bad, 100, 200 bucks for a whole year. But what it will get you in return is, number one, once again, it's going to get you sales, it's going to get you enrollments, and most importantly, and we're going to drive this home, you're going to get referrals. And you get referrals, why? Because you asked for them. So always, always, always ask for referrals, because that's what's going to keep your business fueled up. Alignable, if you haven't been on this yet, again, go create an account. It's alignable, just like it sees there, .com. So alignable.com. Create an account. You can put your market area in, and they even have live online meetings that you can join with people from your area, from your state, and you can connect with people that way. It's great. You can tell our story, tell them what we're doing. You can actually do live networking online meetings after everything, because you can get connected with people. You can get their name, their phone number, their email. And you just basically, how can we help each other work together? So it's great. And then Alignable also has in-person networking meetings in your area as well. So I highly recommend join Alignable, get on board. You can certainly connect with me. I'm on Alignable, so network with me as well. Lions clubs are great to join. They do nothing but fundraising. And of course, once you're part of a Lions group, which is really great, you can pitch what we do as a constant year-round recurring income for fundraising. You're going to laugh when I tell you this, but a lot of Lions groups sell crazy things, like they sell candy bars that they make a quarter or 50 cents on. We know one Lions group right now that we are starting to work with that was selling cherry juice. Well, okay, cherry juice is good for you. It's concentrated cherry juice. It's for your health, right? And these bottles are like 25 bucks for a bottle, and they're making $3, $4, $5 on a bottle of juice. And everybody has to sell 3 bottles. So at the end of the day, they're going to raise about $300. Okay, give me a break. You know what? This Lions group has 30 members. If each one sold 3 of our cards, they're going to sell 100 cards. They told us they would be delighted if they could raise $1,500 in 3 months. We already have a Lions Club, and we've got another one that we're working with right now selling cherry juice. We showed them how they can raise $3,000 and do it in 2 weeks. So this is exciting. So it's like it blows people away. Really? Yeah, because you're making $30 on a card. So you go and sell 100 cards, you make 30 bucks on a card, you just made $3,000. So join a Lions Club. They're great to join. They meet once a month, but it's a great way. A lot of them are business owners. Rotary Club is the same identical situation. Rotary clubs, and there's Rotary clubs almost in every community. Same for Lions. LinkedIn, I am huge on LinkedIn. It's a great way to connect with business owners. Once again, you can go on LinkedIn. If you're not on LinkedIn, create an account. It's free. In your marketing area, once again, you can connect with business owners from your area. Just start connecting. You got realtors, mortgage, insurance, restaurant owners, and you can even do searches on LinkedIn for different types of business owners that might be in your area that you can connect with. And then when you connect with them, just say, hey, could we talk for 5 minutes? Um, I'd like to tell you about what I do as far as fundraising, and would love to have your business be involved in what we do. Would you give me 5 minutes? And you can have a phone conversation with these people, and then they'll say, well, send me the information. You email them the information. You're going to get a business owner's name, email, phone, and then you send them the information. You follow up with them. LinkedIn is a huge resource for networking and connecting with business owners. Facebook, there's groups that you can join in your area, local business meetings and networking all over again. We've talked about that, but if you haven't done it, start getting into Facebook business groups. You just have to go on Facebook and do a little search under groups, join, and then there's a whole collection of groups that are in there that are business related. So you'll have to do a little bit of homework. Facebook is laid out pretty easily to do that. So there you go. Email, telemarketing. Let's talk about this a little bit. I want to keep this moving. I think that emailing is a very time-consuming thing, and the results are very low. That's just my own personal opinion. You might have a different system and a different way to do it, and that's wonderful. I'd love to hear about it. The best is working a list from a source like a chamber list. So if you join a chamber, of course, you can get a list from the chamber of all the members, and because as a member, they'll give it to you. You can email everybody. You can now, what I do recommend is if you're going to do emailing, is set up maybe kind of a little breakfast meeting and invite 15 or 20 people from the chamber to a breakfast. That works. We call them now. Some people do lunch and learn, so you could do a lunch and learn. And if you get a hold of me and you're going to do a lunch and learn, we will help to sponsor. If you do a lunch and learn, we will help to do a sponsor, and we will pay $6 towards anybody that shows up at a lunch and learn towards their lunch. So make a note of that. So if you can organize a lunch and learn and invite a bunch of business owners to show up and you can pitch them on what we're doing, I can tell you right now, if you had 20 business owners that went to your lunch and learn and they heard our story and saw what we're doing, I got to believe over half would join. You're making good money. We're paying those $6. It's a win-win for everybody. So if you do plan one, get a hold of us. We will work with you on that. Follow-up is critical for any kind of results, and that is true. We recommend a very short email with a video if you're going to send something out. We have some really great videos. If you don't know about it, we are going to be posting in a future training thing the resources, where to get everything. So you'll be paying attention for that. Telemarketing can also be very time-consuming. I want to talk about this just for a little bit. It is a good way to get some results, but you got to be really good at it. You got to know what's good. Now, some people are good at telemarketing and some aren't. So if you are good at telemarketing, great. We'd love to hear your results. This isn't for everybody. It's not for me. But obviously telemarketing involves asking questions. So number one, how can I get to the business owner? what I want to do is whoever answers the phone, tell them, look, you know, we're raising money for a really important foundation. I'd like to get with the owner, let him know what we're doing, see if he would like to have his business participate. We're raising money for teens that are aging out of the foster system. We're raising money for homeless families that have kids. Would he be interested in getting onto our price point card and being a sponsor? And usually you can get through to the business owner with something like that because it's very humanitarian. When you do, can I send you some information on our fundraising program? You can tell them a little bit about what we're doing. Have you ever been approached by any customers or marketing companies about the price point card? So he's probably going to say, no, I've never heard of the price point card. Okay, well, let me send you the information on it. Obviously, from there, you can take it from there. So this is just a quick wrap up. I want to thank you for jumping on this video. We have the next video is going to get even a little bit more in detail on some of the different things that we touched on. But we'll see you on the next one. I'm going to wrap this up right here. Thank you very much.